You got 2, oh my god, here we go. 2x squared plus 5x plus 3 equals to 0. Now, how I taught you in class last session was I taught you to draw a grid. You don't have to draw a grid, you can try to figure this one out, but I'm just showing you how you would figure it out if you're not good at factorizing yet. So let's break this apart. You write down your first term, 2x squared. You write your last term, 3. Then you finally write your middle term, plus 5x. Let's try to factorize this. What are my factors for 2x squared? What are the factors of 2x squared, Finn? What do I have?
2x squared.
Good. I've got 2x and I've got 1x. Because factors of 2 is 1 and 2. Now I know that 2x times 1x gives me 2x squared. That's fantastic. What are my factors of 3? Can I please have, let's go with Anna. What's factors of 3? 1 and 3. Here's your goal now. Your goal is to get 5. This is called the cross method because what you're going to do is you're going to pair them. You're going to pair them either 2x with a 3 or 1x with a 1, or you might do 2x with a 1 and 1x with a 3, right? So here we go. We're going to trial and error it. We're going to say, all right, let's try 2x with 3 and 1x with a 1. If I do it that way, 1x times 1 gives me 1x. 2x times 3 gives me 6x. Now you look at it and you say 1x and a 6x. Can I get, oh my god. I think I put a timer on it. I think I put a timer on that thing. All right, you got 1x and a 6x. How do I get 5? But I want a positive 5. There has to be a positive 6x and a negative x. Yeah. Positive 6 take away 1 gives you positive 5. So this is what I'm going to write. I'm going to say this needs to be a positive 6 and a minus 1x. So when you write it out, I'm going to put a green color here. This one needs to be a minus and a 6 needs to be a positive. So in that case, what's my answer? It's 2x minus 1 and 1x plus 3. Okay, now I haven't answered the question. It wasn't about factorizing. The aim was to get 2 magic boxes. You get to this magic box now, you can test if you've got it right. 2x times 1x is 2x squared. 2x times 3 is 6x. Minus the 1x is 5x. And the negative 1 times 3 is not right. Well, it doesn't work actually. This one doesn't work. There's a mistake somewhere. Have we figured it out? 2 and 3 doesn't work. See, you do get a positive 5, but what's the issue? Because I do negative 1 times 3, it doesn't give me a positive 3, it gives me a negative 3. So these factors don't work. Now I have to figure out another factor. What other factors could I be possibly pairing with now? What could I do? See, if I expanded this doesn't work. If I did 2x times 1x and then 2x times 3, negative 1x times that doesn't work. How else can I factorize this? What's the other way? What's another way? You got a 2. Sorry, what was that? Yes. Okay, now. Wait, what happened there? Whoops. Here we go. You see the order that I chose, which I'll get there. See the order that oh my god. Let's go. There we go. See the order that I chose. I had 2x, 1x, negative 1, and a positive 3. That almost got me the answer that I want, but I had the constant wrong. So the only ways I can play around with this now is I switch the order. Maybe the order should be, instead of negative 1 on the top, it should be on the bottom. So if I test that now, I now have 2x, 1x, and I have positive 3 and a minus 1. That's the only other order that I've got. So if I test that now, let's do the cross method to it. That gives me 1x times 3, which is 3x. But then you can see it can't be a minus 1 because 2x with a minus 1 will make it a minus. So the only way to make that work is if it's a plus 1. 2 plus 3 is 5. Or you can think of it as 6 minus 1 is 5. Yeah? So now case here, you've got 3x plus 2x. That gives me the 5x, so it works. So what is your final answer? It should actually be bracket 2x plus 3 and 1x plus 1 equals 0. Does that make sense? It's a bit confusing. I'll do it again. I'll do it over here. Okay? I'll do it over here. Where's the... Here we go. Here's what I want you to see. We have 2x squared plus 5x plus 3 equals 0. What you did was you wanted to factorize this. You want it into its two brackets. That's what you want. We used the chart. We said 2x squared. We went with positive 3. And then we got plus 5x, right? Write down the factors of 2. We said it was 2x and 1x. Now this is where it gets tricky in your trial and error. Factors of 3, you said it was 1 and 3. Yes, that's true. But you could also have 3 and 1. Okay? So when we do the cross method, when we tried it this way, we said 2x times 3 gave us 6x, and 1x times 1 gave us 1x. The only way to get a 5, you told me, had to be positive 6 minus 1. But if that's a positive 6, that makes it a positive 3, and that's a minus 1. That's a problem. Why? 3 times negative 1 doesn't give you positive 3, so that doesn't work. So we have to now try with the other pair. We'll say, all right, well maybe if I do 2x with a 1, 1x with a 3. Why? Because that now gives me a new line. It gives me 1x times 3 is 3x. 2x times 1 is 2x. The only way to get a 5, they're both positive. So if they're both positive, that means now it needs to be a positive 3, positive 1. That makes sense. 1 times 3 gives me a positive 3, so it ticks off all the boxes. You can now say the bracket should be 2x plus 3, and that's 1x plus 1. Yeah? Like I said, over time you're not going to have to do the chart, and hopefully by this point you can do it without the chart, but for those who do need it, that's how you trial and error. I know there's a lot going on, but that's what I'm saying. Over time you do it fast, you won't need the chart. Yeah? Answering the question now. How do you answer what's x equal to? Since we know this is this times this, one of it has to be 0, just like we said over here. One of the boxes had to be 0, so one of the brackets had to be 0. We follow that idea, we say, all right, what if 2x plus 3 was meant to equal to 0? So you're back to year 7 and 8 now. Inverse operations. Try to solve for 2x plus 3 equals 0. Trent?
2x plus 3 minus 0.
Equals 0?
Yeah.
I want you to solve for x for me.
Oh, okay. So, negative 3.
Minus 3 on both sides. Fantastic. So minus 3. 3 minus 3 cancels out. Your new equation is?
2x equals negative 3.
Fantastic. And then?
And then you divide by 2.
Why?
Because it's 2 x's.
Because 2 next to x means times. Opposite of times is divide. So we say divide 2 on both sides. 2 divided by 2 is 1. So now you have x is equal to?
3 divided by 3.
Leave your answers inexact. If they don't ask for decimals, don't give decimals. Yeah, I know the answer is negative 1.5, but don't write that. Write it as a fraction. Yeah, work with your fractions. So the answer is negative 3 on 2. That's one possible answer. Or maybe this box was meant to equal to 0. So if it was meant to equal to 0, x plus 1 needs to equal to 0, then what would x have to be?
0.
Not 0, because if it's 0, 0 plus 1 is 1. I want to make it 0. Say it again? Yeah, because that's a plus 1, opposite of plus 1, minus 1 on both sides. X is equal to negative 1. Easy? Okay, so the hardest part is not null factor law. What was hard? Factorizing. Every one of these questions here is all about factorizing. The faster you are with 3b, the better it is for 3c. Okay, 3c is just one simple concept, and you all could do it without me teaching the rule. You guys knew it logically. What you need, though, is 3b. So if you're not good with 3b, let's work on that for today. Yeah, so 3b and 3c, that's what I want you to work on for today. Easy. Would you like me to factorize more just to get some examples up, or you're pretty good? Good? I'll do some factorizing up here, but I want you to work on 3c. Yeah, if you haven't done 3b, please do it, because you had the weekends to do it. It means you're falling behind already. Okay? I'm just going to do some factorizing. Oh, I'm just going to factorize some over here so that you can check if you're doing it right. Here we go. I'm just going to factorize. Let's do 4b, 4x squared minus 8x plus 3.
Oh, yeah, it's good. Oh, it's good. The game.
4x squared, 3 minus 8x.
Yeah.
Huh. I don't even know for this one. Oh, we want -8. Right. So it would be...
I actually kind of think it's pretty like well. What about this one? This one is I said that. Yes, it doesn't work. Because that's like that work. Look at me, you thought it was me? It's not very good. That's my Instagram.
Okay, I did 4b.
I kind of like this.
Practice. Where do I? Alright, exercise 3C it is. Let's practice. Factorizing. Next session's quiz, I'm going to put some more factorizing. So I know work on factorizing. What if we don't have one? Should we go get it or just not? Yeah. For now. So question 2, use the counts, move on. I just want you to learn how to factorize and solve for now. Most of the time, everything I teach is all theoretical, so I want you to learn the basic skills first. Calculator is really easy. You pick it up like in 5 minutes, you'll know how to use a calculator to solve that.
The assessor was at a meeting. And then he was like,
Yes.
oh yeah.
Hold on a second. Yes.
It's never happened like yeah, I think our friends might know the name. You're gonna do that? And literally, that's when like inequalities. Actually, no, I guess you could say send the word to a friend. Yeah, that's actually. That's not my which question. That's a good question.
Question 1B. Oh.
Yeah, I got pretty far.
Oh. One.
Oh no,
What does the x out the front equal? 0? Yeah, but you need to find the x.
I look too angry.
Yeah, but
Yeah, x would be x equals 0.
so it just equals 0. That's why I see the
How does that agree? I just do everything.
What the hell?
you just do the
My fan.
what do you times the x over 2?
Every time you get hit, nothing equals 7.
Yeah. 2 times 36.
So apparently every time if you get a hit,
Yeah,
not like that. That is bad. He told me that every time you get a haircut, that it automatically is transformed.
What does that even mean?
Like, so as soon as you shave your head,
You don't carry it.
Yeah.
You said that whenever I shave my hand right, my whole family has to have the hair. Yeah, I know. Doesn't even make sense. Doesn't even like. It's not even funny or anything. It's like if that was true, alright, that's kind of interesting.
it's not even true.
It's not.
It's true.
It's not.
Is it? That's why I can't.
Yeah.
It's true, is it?
Bro, this is the best thing.
How is 1A x equals 2 or 3?
Party.
1x has to equal 0.
Ryan, x has to they both have to equal 0. So if the first one equals 0, x minus 2 equals 0. So you have to put 2 over the other side to get plus 2 equals negative. So if it's x minus 2, it is positive.
So, oh yeah.
Yeah, right.
X equals, so x equals 0 is my and B, it would be x equals 3 or 4, yeah? It would be x equals 3 or 4, yeah?
Hey guys,
X equals 3 or 4.
x equals
For
B.
D.
For D.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How about for B?
B, x equals 0 or x equals 5 over 2.